Alright, so welcome back to another scenario. What if civilization started over? But in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the final ending of the plague and the continuation of World War III, meaning World War One. Why did I say World War III? I meant World War One. Anyways, should we jump straight into it? Yeah, we should. But we're actually going to be starting on the Alliance layer. As we're going to be seeing this country that has literally just formed being part of the Circle Alliance. The Circle Alliance saw great value in investing in a country over here. This was mostly the Lime team and India's plan, just to get a country close to China that could become allied to China, but secretly be part of the Circle team. Are you getting what I'm saying here? And their plan was to also get it into the trapezoid economical alliance, I think it is, or the East Asian alliance. But they were expecting a country to literally invade, so they have to show their face, and Indian red team and lime team forces do what they are legally obligated to do, and for the first time in history, the three that have been in alliance, the first alliance, actually, I think the second alliance, but one of the first alliances in history is actually being used. As yes, this is also an economical alliance, which after the Great War or World War One, we will have different alliance layers. So yeah, hopefully it can look better. And I just think I would upgrade the map overall. I mean, yeah, I think I should upgrade the map. It's been a while, might as well. And the map is getting, it's not bad. It's just, could be better. But yeah, the Circle Alliance absolutely destroys this country. But what China sees is their southern neighbor getting absolutely destroyed by a nation that formed recently. As they don't see this country part of the Circle Alliance. It's just these countries that know. But yeah, as they just see China or southern China getting destroyed by a weaker power. They don't think much of it, except the fact that there's a new country in Taiwan that has been ruled peacefully by these two kingdoms for a while. But Taiwan forms, and they instantly claim all of Taiwan. And even some of the Philippines for some reason. I don't know why. Ask them. But yeah, the Circle Team Alliance showed its face in Asia for the first time. This nation's like, what just happened? But they decide to form an alliance, or a union, with China. Yes, they were destroyed so bad, they had to form an alliance with China. And, how does this look for their country? Terrible. And look at these ugly borders. These definitely shouldn't be fixed by the World War I peace treaty. Definitely not. This Green Alliance definitely isn't a military alliance, as it is an economical order. Right? But anyways, coming back to the more interesting parts, we see the Triangle team getting a massive new member. Literally a massive new member. As we see the biggest country in the world, still, even after their massive collapse, gets involved in this war to help out their ally right here. Even though this was a breakaway, yeah, it's okay. They're allies now, just like Britain and America. So we see Mongol forces making the attack on Russia for the second time. Golly, I'm burping. But we see them making an attack on Russia for the second time. Last time you saw how that went, it didn't go well. I got the hiccups. Wonderful, as soon as I start recording. But yeah, we see the Mongol horde reaching its peak again. And you remember that plague that striked Europe and striked the world for decades? It's gone. It's gone. The world is free for the first time in forever. Anyways, I'm joking. But yeah, we see not that happening. We see Mongol forces flooding, and I mean flooding, the streets of this country. They already took 3 cities. They're moving to their 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th major cities. So, yeah. And they even took 2 from this country. The Mongol horde is back, and some argue it's stronger than ever. But yeah, coming up here, we see the Swedish team making a slight but important pushback, as they're even able to retake this city. And Finland is stuck in a dilemma. It's either join the star team and face the now losing power, or join the blue team and get your capital destroyed by Russia. They're hoping to see the victor of here before they make a choice. So Sweden begins to ramp up attacks or re-liberation campaigns that begin to destroy the Russian defense mechanism for the region. So they're able to gain this area, and just as promised, Finland joins the same day that the city falls. And Sweden realizes that they just got a great new ally, and an ally that is so close to other Russian cities. And with this is just beautiful. But oh, yeah, these areas, they didn't really have a chance in the first place. As Russia, even using their weaker navy, is able to destroy the Swedish colony right here. Mostly using here and using naval tactics. They're able to do it, but it's pretty controversial. Makes some people mad. But coming over to Africa, we're going to be seeing a weird we're going to be seeing a weird war breaking out, as the Heart team, that was a secret alliance that formed between these three nations, and even this one. So these 4 nations attacked this country, which was part of a secret alliance formed by these countries. As they all thought it was kind of sketchy what they were doing. So yeah, we see another front opening up in World War I. And blue team officially stays neutral, but they're looking to see the victor, as the Hard Alliance would get them this land, but attacking the Parallelogram Alliance would get them this land. So they're stuck in a dilemma, just like Finland was. So they're just waiting it out to see who wins. And this is why World War I is gonna be one more episode, just because of the random stuff and the random wars that are gonna break out between alliances that you thought would never exist. And by the end of this episode, you'll all be left by a cliffhanger that hopefully makes y'all like confused and also excited for the next video or the next part of the series. As yeah, the Horde Alliance expected a swift victory in the pink team, which is surprisingly what they got, as the orange team and this color team are able to destroy the pink team, which actually becomes white again. Wait a minute. That don't take that out of context. But yeah, we see this orange team making an attack on this peach team. They take 2 cities, and by the end, we hopefully see a victor. We see this country down here getting worried, but coming up here to Europe, we're going to be seeing the Square and Triangle Alliance. I'm not sure if they work together. No, they didn't. Oh yeah. But yeah, we're going to be seeing the Triangle Alliance making an attack on Andalusia. Sorry if I'm losing the plot points here, but I think you attacked you, and then they attacked here. So, yeah, let's just go with it. But the Square team begins to realize, like, holy crap, we might actually lose this war. As they begin to rapidly lose ground, and, yeah. Andalusia's capital falls, and we see Morocco falling into the same fate as France. As you know what happened to France. As southern provinces begin to rise up, and even multiple city populated areas begin to break away. As in the more farmland and more areas, yeah. And we even see Morocco following the same fate as France. As the Square team has been knocked from the war very rapidly. But France begins to move more forces over to the Purple Team's border. And Italy begins to move forces to their borders, to the Purple Team's borders as well. But Athens begins to move borders up. I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of moving forces. But yeah, the red team is going to make an attack up here, as they actually liberate the area. And the circle team has joined the war. But the red team didn't liberate this country for the good of their hearts. Oh no. The government secretly worked with the red team to join the circle team. This is insane, as the circle team doesn't declare war on the star team. The red team begins a massive assault out of nowhere. This country that broke away recently rapidly falls to red team forces. And that's the reason this episode is called Red's Revenge. You thought it would never happen. But oh no. The red team doesn't care who they're going after at this point. They don't care if they have a treaty with you or not. They want the land, and they want the glory that their ancestors had. The Mongols are shocked, but the 2 strongest nations in human history, the 2 nations that fought in a race for power, are now fighting massive skirmishes in occupied territory. The red team and the Starker red team make an attack right here. And I know this is abrupt and sudden, but that's what the red team wants. They want this out of nowhere. So no one is prepared. As soon as Libya gets news of it, red team camels and horses are flooding in. The battle of Libya's capital takes place. It's a swift fall. Red team makes a push deeper into Africa. It seems like nothing can stop them. Not even the Alliance. The war up here abruptly ends, as the Triangle team is like, what? Whoa. The red team is getting eerily close to our borders. And yeah. So the war quickly abrupts. The war quickly comes to a halt, and Red's revenge is going to be happening, especially with Red Team forces flooding over here, flooding Africa, preparing for an assault in Anatolia and Caucasia. But that is going to be the start of the end. As you can tell, there's not a lot longer of this video, but that's that's the good point. The video should have ended already. Why is it still going? Oh god. The triangle, this alliance declares war on the stars and the and the triangle. And it also expands to this country. Then we see this country joining, as they also launch an attack on the Circle Team. The war just got way more complex, as the end of this episode is going to be seeing the Red Team getting kicked out of the Circle Alliance, followed by this nation. That is going to be the end of this episode. If you enjoyed, you should probably like and subscribe. And make sure to return in like 3 days. In 3 days for the premiere of the end of this war. Anyways, if you enjoyed, you should probably like and subscribe. This video was very fun to make. And just know, I love you all. No homo. Or if you're a kid, don't... Wait.